I would like to introduce Miss Gayatri Anil Bhelekar. Miss Gayatri Anil Bhelekar, STCN, batch 2007, joined Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai in 2009. She became a chemical engineer in the year 2013. Apart from academics, she was actively involved in co-curricular as well as extracurricular activities. She has won many prizes at state level and inter-college level. She has coordinated and led various teams for various sports events. She was a part of college's Karen team and dance team. During final year, she got placed in Tata Consultancy Engineers Limited as a process engineer. She is currently working as an assistant manager in the same company. In TCE also, she has actively participated in annual sports events and cultural functions. She is an active member of CSR activities done by TCE. I request Ms. Gayatri Anil Bhelekar to speak a few inspiring words for our future generations. Ms. Gayatri Anil Bhelekar.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to start by congratulating all the people, or all the students rather, who have won, who are going to win prizes today. And I would like to mention that no achievement is big or small. So such achievements in life will keep you inspiring and will help you to work harder towards your goal. Secondly, wishes to everyone for Guru Purnima, especially to my teachers, Sindhu teacher, Sashi sir, even Karandika teacher who was sitting in the second row. I was one of you as I was introduced. I was one of you in 2007. So around 10 years ago, I was sitting in the audience. So it sounds like a very long time, but it doesn't seem so in my head because it seems like just yesterday that I was, Sindhu teacher might be scolding me for not doing something right, but now I know how valuable that scolding was. Okay. So whatever I'm going to tell you today are the lessons that I have learned throughout my last 10 years. Some are mistakes, some are the things that I've done right. So I'm not going to tell you which is what, but I'll still let you know what has happened in the last 10 years. So after passing 12th, I had gotten admission into Institute of Chemical Technology, which is renowned for chemical engineering. So I was feeling very lucky. That was my dream college and my dream branch which I wanted to pursue. Now, after getting into ICT, I thought life is going to be very easy for me, and I have gotten into one of the premium institutes. So after 4 years, I'll get a job, I'll be leading a very peaceful life. But unfortunately, that is not true, and that is not what our parents and the society tells us. So when I entered the college, I realized that majority of the people, the students around me, are like me. They have scored 90 something marks in 12th standard, but in spite of those such good marks, they are far more knowledgeable than me. So I started thinking that maybe I am in the wrong place, maybe I am not good enough for this institute. But later I realized that it's not me, but it's the things that I have not done till 12th standard that is making me feel low at that particular point. So what are those things that we need? Firstly, we lack exposure, being maybe from not an urban area or a semi-rural area, I would like to say, the exposure that we kids get is not enough. So first of all, we all should read a lot. We should have exposure to more disciplines that are available or more fields that we can choose once we have done our 12th. So just by show of hands, can anyone tell me, just raise your hands to the questions I asked you. Firstly, how many of the students sitting here want to pursue engineering? Want to go for engineering after 12th? Okay. Just raise your hands. Or you're not sure yet, or you're going to pursue medical as well as engineering. Okay, it seems so. So the point here that I'm trying to make here is, after 12th, we are aware of only two fields that we can choose. First is engineering, second is medical. When we go for engineering also, many people ask us to choose the core branches, that is mechanical, electrical, instrumentation, etc. But the world is changing very fast, and these branches are taken by millions and millions of people around the world. So what is going to make you unique by taking these branches? And the first question that you need to consider is, are you even interested in taking those branches yet? Because I have heard many people saying that, nahi yaar, koi bhi branch milega to abhi chalega, I am going to go to COEP because that is the best college that I can go for. See, we have to change that point of view firstly. Secondly, I have heard, nahi yaar, meri dost ko to Pune mein admission nahi mil raha hai. We are like best friends in the world, so I am going to go with her to Mumbai. Now, is that fair to you? Is this what you want to be? No, right? You should pursue what you like. Now, many of us don't know what we like or what we want to pursue by standard 12. So what we should do? Firstly, start reading a lot. Read everything and anything that you get. If you're getting, say, lace, start reading the contents of the lace. If you're getting a medicine, start reading what is there in those medicines. Try to Google those words and find out what they mean. Then download news app on your mobile phones instead of browsing Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. Start downloading news app and start reading those. There is a news app called InShorts which gives you news in very short words. So you can start with like small news or small apps which will help you to do that. Secondly, you can join Quora. Quora is one of the platforms where you can ask questions and get insights from different people all around the world. Then this is a must do for everyone. Start watching videos from TED Talks. Now, what is a TED Talk? TED Talk is a venture, it's a non-profit venture which is being exclusively or which is dedicated for this purpose only. That is sharing knowledge. So people from various disciplines and various fields around the world give very powerful speeches which are less than 18 minutes. 18 minutes or less. So you'll start getting information about various things that's happening all around the world, and that is how you become smart. Once you are smart, or once you figure out what you want to do in life, it becomes easier for you to choose a branch after 12th. Okay, so examples that I can give you which are related to this are Kalpana Chawla. I'm sure everyone here knows Kalpana Chawla. She was an aeronautical engineer. She passed out from Punjab University. She did not go to any big shot college, was very well known. She went to Punjab University, she worked hard, she worked smart. Later she got admission in US and then she pursued her dream. So I think Satya Nadella, anyone knows Satya Nadella? Okay, you go and find out, I'm not going to tell you who he is. He was an electrical engineer who passed out from Manipal University. He as well is one of the CEOs of one of the IT giants in the world. So college is not very important. What you want to do or what your interest is more important. What kind of a person you are is going to describe or is going to define your success in life, and not the college which you went to. So this is what I realized after I got admission into my college. So for 4 years I worked hard, I got good marks, I passed out. With studying I did various other activities like dancing. I love dancing, I love to play carom. I've done that. I was in the college team for both the events. I had led the teams to coordinate and arrange the sports events. So that also gives you lessons about leadership and what to do, what not to do. So I would urge everyone that when you go to college, please get involved in these activities as well. So after 4 years, I was placed in Tata Consulting Engineers Limited as a chemical engineer or a process engineer. So again, I thought maybe my life is going to be very easy now. That I just have to go 9 to 5 job and come back and sit peacefully. Unfortunately, I was wrong again. So first blow was when my joining was deferred. So I was supposed to join in July 2013. But my joining was deferred to Jan 2014. So I had 5 months in my hand and I had nothing to do. My plan was actually destroyed. So then I started thinking what can be done. So I thought of applying for various jobs. I actually applied for other jobs, and I had got an offer from other companies also. I got two offers, but then I thought to myself that the profile and company matter to me the most. So I'm getting these two when with TC. Why should I go with some other company which is not offering me the same? So then I decided to stay back and do something new that I would not do otherwise. Right? So I decided to teach. Fortunately, one of the teachers working at PNB College had mentioned that there is a vacancy available for a chemistry teacher. So I joined there. And I was not doing that for money. I was just trying to utilize the time that I had in my hand. But that experience for 5 months is one of the most amazing experiences in my life, and I would cherish it for till I can remember. Because I learned a lot from there, and the prime thing that I learned was not everyone is fortunate enough in life or privileged enough in life to get into good colleges. Not everyone's parents are able to give you good education. They have struggles in life, and overcoming those struggles, we didn't have to overcome those struggles, but there are others who have to. So we should always keep helping others, as mentioned by Sidhu teacher in a welcome address also. Always help others who are in need. So after working for 5 years, I went on to work for TC. And TC, when I started, my job profile was a design engineer, a process design engineer. So I started designing reactors and pumps, etc. So that was very interesting initially. And the first vessel or the first thing that I had designed was a pump, and I was very happy the day my company had ordered the same pump that I had designed, and I was feeling more happy that that is going to be installed in the running plant. It is going to run. Okay, so that day is the most amazing day, that was the most amazing day of my life. After that, the business went a little slow. There were less and less projects, and majority of the people were on benches, and our competitor companies were firing employees. They were reducing the number of working days, hence reducing the salaries. But my company, being one of the Tatas, redefined in this period also. And instead of doing all this, they went for various cost-cutting solutions, like reducing the amount of money spent on rent. They relocated, and amount of money that is spent on extracurricular activities likewise. So thankfully none of us were fired. Who were performing good were not fired, and we continued the job. But this time again I was in a dilemma, because I was offered a job which was not of a chemical engineer but of an IT engineer. So I again started thinking, should I be on bench till I get a job which is related to my field, or should I grab this opportunity and try to learn something new? So ultimately I ended up taking the other option, because somehow I am attracted to new things. So I did this, and it was a huge success. We had implemented different softwares with support engineering, design, and project management, etc. in the company and to other Tata Group companies as well. I have traveled extensively in India, gone to various other client companies, implemented this software, and this entire venture was a huge success, considering we were only a team of 5 core members. So this entire operation was quite successful, and as a result of this, out of 3,500 employees, a team of 40 people was formed to redefine the process of Tata Consulting Engineers for effective working, and I was one of them. Our entire team of 5 members was involved in that continuous process, and we received appreciation from every corner of TC. We have 9 offices in India and around 3,500 employees. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, whenever there's an opportunity knocking on your door, try to grab it. It may not be what you have learned. For example, Sundar Pichai, who is a metallurgy engineer from IIT Madras, he is also CEO of one of the largest IT firms in the world. So, the 4 years that you have spent learning may not be what you want to pursue in life. So those 4 years are not really a waste. You have learned something from those 4 years, but the next 40 years of your life are going to matter a lot. So just think through and get all the opportunities. Try to grab all the opportunities that you get. You never know which opportunity is going to be your opportunity. And lastly, do get involved in charity because as I mentioned before, there are many people who are not privileged enough. So we should help them, if not financially, by donating time. Even I am involved in various NGOs. I teach on weekends and I love doing that. So thank you everyone for listening patiently.
Let's